let me come to other issues which, broadly is in the Reserve Bank's area. One question we forgot in the credit policy altogether. How much money came back? The old notes. When will we get to know?
I think other day also this question was asked to me somewhere, and I said it has become a stale question. See, what
it takes only one flash, sir, to make it a fresh
I know, but to get everyone a right perspective, what actually now you need to look at it, the four things together. Is not only that what kind of money has come back, how much has come into the formal banking sector, not only come back, but which has remained, which can be called as sustainable, which will have its own multiplier impact, how much it has helped in expanding the tax base, and how much it has helped to move towards the digitization. So, it's a large universe which needs to be collated, and we are seriously working on that. The moment we are ready, we will come to you with a total picture, all the four components,
but
not one.
It's taking quite long. Should we expect again that anytime soon?
No, window itself is open up to June.
Okay. So we should expect only after June 30th.
Yeah, and this is a massive work.
Okay, but let me, I have exhausted my non-NPA questions for now, so let me come back to the NPA. I'll tell you why I'm coming back. When it comes to settling a steel company or resolving, even say for that matter, a power company, there is always a tussle between whether it should be sold off or whether the existing management should be given. Very often the existing management asks for a lower haircut and therefore it is preferred. Is there any way this will be resolved, that you ask people to, do some bids or something like that? Open bid.
One thing is very important is about the history of individual cases. One has to be that realization will come when you are talking about the forensic audit and you are talking about everything. So one clear separation is whether it was a case of circumstantial grief or it was a something other than that.
Yes.
So that is the first dividing point. There I think there is nothing to discuss and decide. If these were the circumstances and the policy issues and all that, then the right process could be about the arriving at a fair valuation, which becomes the floor price. Okay. And then every option can be open.
Okay. Well, a lot of cases are stuck in that, and that's why I thought maybe if you would have a view between a new buyer who seems to be at a disadvantage because the old fellow is always offering a slightly more attractive haircut, and therefore, the bankers have an attraction to him.
Yeah, but now it has to be judged by all the parameters. That is not something. One thing is now quite behind us. Any measure which is only intended to postpone the problem or the kick the can down, that will not be acceptable.
Okay.
And I think everyone has become wiser by the experience.
Okay.
All borrowers, lenders, regulators, owners.
Regulators. So should we expect that something, the omnibus changes to NPA resolution will come before July, before you retire? Or will you also kick the can?
What it has to do with the, individual's retirement. These are, institutional.
A lot of bank chairmen don't want to put their sign to the haircut. So it should not happen that Mr. Mundra doesn't want to sign.
I think if that would have been the case, I think we would not have hesitated, from doing whatever has been done, right from the AQR. So, if still you can ask that question, then I will ask you to do some serious introspection.
I was just trying to get a timeline from you in some fashion or the other. So finally,
but Latha, these are not the individual endeavors. You will understand. I think you will understand more than anyone else.
No, it is institutional. I was just trying to get a timeline from you before I end the interview. Finally, on prompt corrective action. So it is a fairly relaxed, timetable or categorizing. 6% is also a very large net NPA, 6 to 9, 9 to 12, over 12. do you see the Reserve Bank bringing this down in course of time? That the prompt corrective action comes probably at 4 or earlier once this hump is over?
I think it's a good beginning, and see, we have to strike a good balance between the what point of institutional condition we are standing. Again, I would repeat that favorite phrase. It should not ultimately happen so that the operational is successful and patient is dead.
Okay.
Then, so we have to make a beginning. We have made a beginning, and any fine tuning, any course correction is always possible. This is what exactly you do. No, you start first administering some vitamins as the patient is gaining strength. Maybe you go for some more severe treatment. So that should be the approach.
Mr. Mundra, it was a pleasure speaking with you. Thank you very much for your patience. I'm sure a lot of questions have been answered. And the next step, of course, is to wait for more steps from the government and the Reserve Bank.
Pleasure for me also.